Hello everyone! So today I am going to be doing a video that is all around the whole 16-year-old me, dear myself theme. I've done a couple of these types of videos in the past where I've done, you know, things that I would have told myself when I was 16 years old, and I did one that was beauty centric, and I want to do a whole bunch of other ones around organization, finding a job, getting good grades in school, and just like, I don't know, just figuring out your life. But for today's, I want to talk about how to find your own personal style, and I'm going to be sharing really embarrassing old photos of me from high school and what my style used to be like, and it has certainly come a long way. But I wanted to share some things that I wish I had told myself when I was 16 years old in terms of what is good and bad, and you know, how to craft your own sense of style when you're kind of figuring out who you are to begin with. So first of all, just because it's the first day of school does not mean that summer's over. And I know that the beginning of school kind of depends on where you are. I know in the States, I think you guys start middle or beginning of August, and us Canadians don't start until beginning of September. But I always found like when I was going and doing a whole bunch of back to school shopping and getting all these new clothes, and I get these fun knits and all these like really beautiful thicker material stuff, and I got really excited. I wanted to wear all these cool outfits that I just come up with, but then you'd wear them the first week of school and you'd be like boiling hot, and then you'd be sweating. It's just a bad scene altogether. It's a brand new school year. It's just kind of like you're starting new and refreshing everything, and you want to go in with like a bang, you know, and you want to have like all of your like prime outfits all laid out to like really like start the school year off right. And there's just something so like, it just feels weird going into it and wearing like the same summer dresses and things that you've been wearing like the whole summer. But just keep that in mind that you will be sitting in a classroom, and sometimes that cute little knit pullover isn't the best option. Number 2, just because it has a logo on it doesn't mean it's nice. This is case in point right here. I saw so many girls buying these like $60 shirts that say Abercrombie on them because they said Abercrombie on them. Remember that it is still just a t-shirt, and if you took the Abercrombie off of it, it would be a $5 t-shirt. If you want to invest in something that is a brand element, I really recommend doing something that is a much higher quality item than say a t-shirt. I don't know what it is about the t-shirts, but it really irritates me when I can just see, I'm like, you just spent so much money on a t-shirt. And honestly, sometimes you can find such cute stuff at things like a Target where you have these shirts that just fit you so well, and to me that looks way better than any shirt that has any sort of logo on it. Number 3, you do not have to love and wear every single trend that comes out every season. Trends are cyclical, and they are going to come up with new stuff and, you know, rehash the old stuff, and it's going to be constantly ever changing and evolving. And sometimes there are styles that are going to look really, really good, and sometimes there are styles that just aren't going to work for you. Being really tall, there were a lot of styles that just didn't work for my frame. I think also at that time I just wanted to blend in, and I wanted to wear things that everyone else is wearing and just feel, you know, part of the herd, if you will. And so sometimes I would be wearing things that, you know, I wasn't necessarily comfortable in, but I felt like I should own because everyone else did. And then instead of focusing on the fact that, you know, like I got this cool shirt and I love it so much, and you know, I've seen other people wear it, I was instead focused on like, I don't feel comfortable in this, and I feel like everyone's staring at me for the wrong reasons, and I just don't like the way that I look in it. And you know, that's what I end up remembering about that shirt, so it really wasn't worth it in the long run anyway. So I really think that if you find a trend that you love, like go for it, rock it out, girl. But if there's a trend out there that you don't really like, or you just can't see yourself wearing, like don't force it. If it's not comfortable, you're never gonna wear it. And so I had these like cute little lace trim things, or like, you know, these logo t-shirts, or those belts with the holes in them. At the end of the day, if you are not comfortable in whatever you have, you will not wear it. End of story. Number 4, tighter jeans don't necessarily mean better jeans. I remember buying these like really skin tight jeans, and I would be sitting in my chair for 75 minutes or whatever it is, and like just be like moving around, and like all you want to do is like unbutton your jeans because they're so uncomfortable and they're like digging in and you have these like red welts on you and just like, it's terrible. It was a terrible time. I just ended up looking like an idiot trying to like shift around in my seat to like try and make it comfortable. So just buy things that fit you really well. Pretty much all you can take away from that. Number 5, experiment with style if it's something that you're interested in. I think that's the most important thing. Right now, if you're in high school, this is the time where you kind of have a little bit of disposable income at your disposal. You don't really have, you know, rent or expenses or mortgages or anything to worry about, and this is really the time where you get to dress for you. You don't have to buy a work wardrobe, which, by the way, is really annoying. There is nothing worse than having to spend your money on buying like black work pants and like collared shirts. Terrible. And remember that cheaper clothes are cheaply made, so, you know, don't invest your money in a really cheap winter jacket, for example. That would be where I would spend a little bit more money. But if you want to play around with more of the trendier items and things like that and experiment with those pieces, I definitely recommend places like a Forever 21 or maybe a Target or something like that, where you can play around with it and not break the bank. Number 6, I feel like style comes with a lot of time and dedication and effort. I do not believe in the whole notion of like being born with it or not. You know, every person's perception of style is a little bit different, and I don't think I ever really got that when I was 16 years old. I felt like, you know, if you had it, you had it, and if you didn't have any sort of sense of style, you were never going to. And I wish I had known that, you know, something that I really enjoy and I really like is, that's okay too. That's my style. I was just so focused on feeling like I fit somewhere that I didn't even really think about the things that I really enjoyed and kind of developing my own sense of style. I was kind of more following what other people were doing. And I think one of the things that I learned was that the girls that really had style, like full on their own style that I really admired, really had confidence. And I think that's the aspect I was lacking. And I think that if you have confidence in what you own and what you're wearing, I think that really shows and comes across as, you know, your own sense of style. And that's everything for this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more Dear 16-Year-Old Me videos, and leave a comment below if you have any requests for topics in which to discuss, and give us a thumbs up for little 16-year-old Rachel. Oh, those pictures are so old. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you, girls. Mwah.